Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I want to show you some new in pieces in my wardrobe and talk you through how I choose new pieces, especially for summer, which is such a hard season to dress for. I'm going on vacation in just a couple of weeks, so I wanted to pick up just a couple of new items for my summer wardrobe. I have quite a few bits to show you here. Some have been gifted, some I've bought myself. We have some parcels I'm yet to open, and we also have some pieces scattered around the room. I have an absolutely stunning floral dress to show you in a second. So let's get straight into it, starting with what I'm wearing now. So both of the items I'm wearing now are new in my wardrobe. The denim jacket is from And Other Stories, and when I tell you I've been searching for a denim jacket, I haven't owned one in years. I can't remember the last time I owned a denim jacket. I've always wanted one, but they've never quite felt right to me. Like the regular denim jackets with the collar and the pockets, the Levi style ones, they never felt quite right for my style. So I always put off buying one, even though it's such a classic piece. And then I saw this on And Other Stories about 6 weeks ago. I was actually styling a lookbook for a client on Index, and I think I recommended this jacket to her. I think she was looking for a few new pieces, and I recommended this as something she could add to her wardrobe. And ever since that point, ever since I did that and I saw it on the And Other Stories website, I've kind of been thinking about it in the back of my mind. And so I went into And Other Stories a couple of weeks ago now. I tried it on and it had to come home with me. It is so gorgeous, and I'm just really glad that I held out for so many years and waited to purchase my dream denim jacket, because I really feel like this is it. I love the shape of it. It is collarless, which is a little bit different. It gives off a slightly different vibe to a traditional denim jacket, perhaps a little bit more feminine. It's got these really pretty buttons, which sometimes gold buttons like this can feel a little bit cheap, but these actually feel really heavy, good quality. They are really pretty. They almost remind me of like Monica Vinader jewelry. They have that kind of organic vibe to them. I really love them. And yeah, it's like a little bit oversized, but also a little bit tailored because it's kind of triangular at the end. It almost has a waistcoat vibe to it, and I absolutely love it. So I'm really chuffed with this piece. I will leave this link down below. I think it's still available and on And Other Stories, and I would highly recommend. I think it's great if you're looking for something that is a denim jacket. It's a classic piece, but just a little bit of a twist on that classic style. I have been wearing it so much already, and it's perfect. I'm a real dress and skirt girl, as you probably know, in the spring and summer, and I feel like this is the perfect cropped length to go with a lot of my dresses and my tops and skirts. So speaking of dresses, the dress I have on now is from Christy Dawn, and this is another new in piece. I actually have the bag here. I ordered it, I think about 2 weeks ago now. And this one is actually another colour way of a dress I already own. I have this in black. I ordered the black first just because I don't have that many black dresses and I wanted something that was maybe a little bit darker. But I loved the fit and the feel of this dress so much that I just couldn't resist ordering it in this lighter colour as well. I feel like these dresses are so versatile, especially in my wardrobe, and they're perfect for UK weather because you can wear them with a cardigan or a denim jacket like this, but also they're like tank dresses, so you can, if it is really warm, you can take the layer off and you've got still like, it feels UK appropriate, but also holiday appropriate. They have pockets, which I love. The bodice is actually like a jersey fabric, so it's really like, kind of sucks you in, but it's also really comfortable. It has this sort of triangular detail here, so it almost feels a little bit corset-like, but it is quite casual because it is a jersey. And then the skirt is like a beautiful, I don't know, I guess it's cotton, a beautiful cotton material. It is lined, at least this one is. I'll have to remember and put down below if the black one is lined. I can't remember if it is off the top of my head, but the lighter coloured one is lined, so it isn't see-through. As I said, it's got pockets, and it finishes at a really nice length, so it's like a mid-axi, on the longer side for Christy Dawn dresses. Actually, some of them are a little bit shorter than this, but I actually really love this length. So I'm really chuffed with this one. It's actually a very light pink. I don't know what it's coming across on camera as, but it is pink. On the website, it looks more cream, ecru, but it does have a touch of pink to it, which I really like. So it almost feels like ballerina vibes with the tight bodice and the light pink colour. I got this one in a size medium, which is my usual Christy Dawn size, but I have the black one in a small actually. I sized down in the black, and I found that the fit on the small is slightly better, especially in the top half. I would say the top half is quite generous in this dress, but because this is a lighter color, I always feel like when you're wearing lighter colors, it's better to go up a size rather than down, because they just look a little bit different and they show imperfections and, like, I don't know, lumps and bumps a little bit more than darker colors. So I went with the medium in the pink, and I'm pretty happy with the fit. Okay, let's talk about shoes, because I'm a real simple girl when it comes to footwear. I honestly don't like to go overboard, especially in the summer. So what I tend to do is I tend to buy or have in my rotation one pair of like fancier evening shoes that are still comfortable to wear, usually with a block heel. And then I have my day-to-day flat sandals, which, as you know, if you've been watching my videos, are my anonymous Copenhagen ones. I still love these. I've been wearing these loads. They are just so comfortable. Would highly recommend. And when I'm shopping for shoes, I always invest in, well, I usually invest in my comfortable everyday shoes. So these were on the pricier side, but I feel like they are going to last me for multiple summers. They didn't require breaking in. I can walk like 10,000 plus steps in these and they're not uncomfortable. So I always spend a little bit more on the flats usually, or on the ones that I'm going to be wearing day to day. And then for something that's dressier, that I'm not going to be wearing, to be honest, more than like once every couple of weeks, once a month, that sort of thing, just for occasions, maybe for evening dinners, weddings, parties, that kind of thing, I will go a little bit cheaper, because I just don't see the value in spending huge amounts of money on a shoe like this, that in reality I'm not going to be wearing that much. So these I found on M&S, or in M&S. I went into store, and they really reminded me of the Cézanne mules that I tried a couple of months ago. I ordered the Cézanne versions, which are like over £200, and I loved them. But as I said, I just could not justify spending that much money on a shoe that I will really only wear occasionally, as pretty as they are. And they were really comfortable, the Cézanne ones, but I thought I just can't spend £200 on these. So I sent those back, and then I saw these in M&S. Now, they aren't real leather, which is unfortunate. Some M&S shoes are real leather, but these are not. But they were about £40, and I just thought they're still quite comfortable, even though they're not real leather. And I'm not going to be wearing them all day. I'm going to be wearing them in the evening for a couple of hours, so it's not going to matter as much that they're not real leather. And I really like them, and they do look very, very similar to the Cézanne ones. So that is what I went for with my footwear, and to be honest, that is me pretty much done for the summer, other than a pair of trainers. That is like my footwear rotation. I have a flat pair of sandals, a heeled pair of sandals, usually in a tan brown, like both of these, just because I find it the most versatile and it goes with a lot of my bags and accessories. And then I'll have a trainer, and then maybe a flip-flop, which I have like Havaianas, cheap kind of simple flip-flops. And that does me. I don't really like to have too many shoes, because I just find that I gravitate towards the most comfortable ones, which are the flat sandals and the trainers, and I kind of neglect everything else. I'm going to take these off, because otherwise I think I'm a little bit tall for the camera. But those are my shoes. And then let's talk about accessories in terms of bags. I have one new bag to show you. And this is the bag I would pair with this outfit, actually, especially if I was wearing the tan sandals, even the flat tan sandals. I do love to match my bag and my shoes sometimes, not all the time, but I do think it does look quite nice, especially when it's a tan brown. I just think tan brown with blue and white, pink in the summer, you can't go too far wrong. Now, this bag is from Fabrique. Fabrique sent me a few pieces for my summer wardrobe, which was very generous of them. They do now ship to the UK. They have just started shipping to the UK. So that's why, one of the reasons I wanted to share these items with you, because I know in the past when I've shared Fabrique, you haven't been able to get them in the UK, but you can now. So if you see any pieces that you like, make sure to check their website out down below. But this is the bag they sent me. This is a suede full grain leather bag. It is absolutely stunning. I love it. I love this hobo style. I love how relaxed it is. You just kind of throw it on the shoulder. I have it on the longer length at the moment, but you can shorten the strap to make it more of like a shoulder bag. But I actually really love it at this length. It's a little bit different. It's not a crossbody bag, but it's like a longer strapped shoulder bag, which makes it really comfortable. Sometimes when you have bags and the strap is really short, they feel a little bit uncomfortable on your shoulder. They get a little bit caught up, especially if you're wearing a layer like this denim jacket. But with this one, you can have the strap at this really nice length, and it just feels quite casual that way. And I absolutely love it. With the tones of this outfit, the brown goes so well. And especially if I was wearing my sandals, my flat ones or my heeled ones, it's just a really nice outfit. So that is my new bag, and I will leave this one linked down below because honestly it's absolutely beautiful. It's so soft, the suede, and it is full grain, as I said, so it's the highest quality that you can get. It's a nice roomy bag for every day. It fits a good amount of things in it, but it's not too big. I'm a massive fan, and I've already been wearing this loads. It's kind of been my go-to to just throw on when I want to just go out the house and bring a few bits with me, because it is that really nice size, and it does kind of just go with everything, especially because I have all my shoes pretty much are brown at this point for summer. So yes, those are my accessories. I also have a few clothes to show you from Fabrique, some very pretty dresses. If you like florals and if you like the Zimmermann vibes, you're going to love some of these pieces. This dress in particular I have hung up. I was just steaming it because it deserves to be steamed. It is so beautiful. You want to see it in all its glory, and I will show you this on, but how gorgeous is this for a summer dress? I just think this is so beautiful, and this very much reminds me of Zimmermann. I feel like it's just got a very similar Zimmermann vibe, but for a fraction of the cost. So yeah, I absolutely adore it. And I love Fabrique because they always use the highest quality materials, mostly natural fibers. They're that mid-range price point. So, you know, a price point that I really appreciate and love. And they are a designer collective brand, if you haven't heard of them. So what that means is they have lots of different designers who work for them. They design very unique collections, small collections, limited edition drops, and they have a mixture of different designers that work for the brand. So you get really unique pieces. This feels like the standout piece to me. As beautiful as all the other items are, this is definitely my favorite. Look at this dress. This is so gorgeous. Just all of the details. It has pockets as well. It has these beautiful billowy sleeves that come in at the wrists. I love this detail when they do this. I love a sleeve that billows and then kind of cuffs in. I think it's super flattering and pretty. The neckline is gorgeous. It's simple, it's modest, and then it flows down to, again, that similar kind of mid-axi length, ankle length. And I just think this would be so perfect for, you know, christenings, probably not a wedding, it's a little bit white, but events, garden parties, graduations, that kind of thing. If you like a Zimmermann vibe, a very feminine, pretty vibe, I don't think you can go wrong with this one. With my brown sandals and the brown suede bag, it would look so beautiful. This almost casuals it down a little bit if you wanted to wear it in the day. I'm all about wearing my clothes casually and dressed up, just by changing out the accessories. And I do think pairing it with a more casual bag like this hobo style really relaxes it, and you could almost pair this with brown sandals and the bag for a daytime look. The designer of this particular one is Federico, who has designed for Balmain, now consults for Fendi, and has worked for Fabrique since 2023. And I really love his designs. They're very feminine, very timeless, absolutely beautiful. This one, the skirt is fully lined as well, similar to the Christy Dawn. So even though it is a lighter kind of sheer fabric on top, you have that lining, so you don't have to worry about wearing a slip. And yeah, it's just beautiful. It's a Tencel Rami fabric, so it feels very lightweight. I actually really like Rami or Rami, however you say it, for summer dressing because it feels breathable and natural, but it has that very light, floaty, like translucent kind of look to it. It's so pretty. So big fan of this one. This is my favorite piece by far, along with the bag probably as well. I just think the pairing is so gorgeous. If you're not a dress girl, but you do like this style, you like that Zimmermann look, but you prefer to wear, say, a top, a blouse and shorts, or a blouse and trousers, or a blouse and skirt, then I do have the top version of this dress to show you as well. This is a beautiful blouse. It has the same kind of fabric, the same floral design. It's got those beautiful scalloped edging, again, very similar to Zimmermann, I think, and gorgeous, like pearlescent, beautiful pearl and gold buttons. The details are gorgeous. So this one is a great option if you aren't much of a dress wearer, or you only wear dresses on special occasions and you prefer something maybe like a blouse and jeans, or a blouse and trousers in the daytime. Okay, so I've decided to pair the top with a white midi skirt just because, as much as I would wear this with jeans in the spring and in the fall, the autumn, I think in the summer I would be more likely to reach for a skirt, just because jeans feel a little bit heavy in the summer to me. So I've just paired it with this plain, completely plain white midi skirt from And Other Stories, and I really like this. I actually don't mind the off-white with the white. I wasn't sure how I would feel about that, but actually I quite like it. And again, this would look absolutely gorgeous with a brown sandal. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but that tan brown just pairs so well with all of my spring summer pieces. I really love this. It feels very Zimmermann. I know I've said that a million times, but it really does. And it feels like it has the quality of Zimmermann as well, not just the look. It's not like a knockoff. It feels just as gorgeous and beautiful, but just at a more affordable price point. And it is exactly the same fabric. It has those same kind of sheer, semi-sheer sleeves, which I think are really pretty and definitely add to the lightness. It feels very light, even though it's long sleeved, even though it's like a little bit more modest, it feels light and very summery. And I could definitely imagine even bringing this on holiday and wearing this to dinner. I think it would be so pretty, so delicate, very elegant as well. So yes, I love this one as well. So if you don't fancy the dress, you've got the top version as well. And this is by the same designer, obviously. Could not recommend it enough. Okay, I'm going to rapid fire through a few more pieces now. So I've got a couple more dresses from Fabrique. These are equally gorgeous, slightly different vibes to the first dress. This first dress I chose because it reminded me of Rouje. It feels very Parisian. It's a silk wrap dress, and I find wrap dresses so beautiful. I love that Parisian vibe that they give off, but I find them really difficult when it comes to finding one that fits well and looks good. So when I saw this, I had to try it because it's 100% silk. It has that very retro kind of floral print, the wrap design. It does feel very Rouje, and I was excited. I was hopeful that this might fit me a little bit better than the dresses at Rouje, because those do not fit me at all. So let's try this one on and see if it's a success. Okay, I don't know how they get it right every single time, but they really do. This is gorgeous. It fits perfectly. And there's a few things about this wrap dress that just make it work so well. First up is the size. I always think if you're in between sizes and you're looking for a wrap dress, size up, because what you don't want is there to not be enough material to wrap over your body. And that way it's going to obviously be much easier to kind of come undone, and it's just not going to be comfortable. So I did size up in this one. And also the second thing is it has the popper here that you can undo if you want, but you can do it up. I'm going to keep it done up, but it just means that you have this modesty here, because so often I find with wrap dresses, especially with a smaller chest, they just kind of come open and they gape and they aren't practical. But this one is perfect. I feel really secure. I don't feel like it's going to come undone, but I still get that beautiful wrap effect that feels very vintage, 50s. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this one. And it has pockets. So many wrap dresses don't have pockets, and this one does. It's silk, as I said. It is opaque, so it's not going to be sheer at all. It is black. It's a gorgeous floral ditzy print, very retro, and it fits just beautifully. I'm wearing the size large, so as I said, I'm usually between a medium and a large, and I went with a large in this one just because I get that extra bit of coverage with the wrap, and I do think that's crucial to finding a successful wrap dress. But yeah, if you are looking, if you like that Rouje aesthetic, but you want something that is maybe a little bit higher quality because this is silk and fits really well, I would highly, highly recommend this one. And the last dress I have to show you from Fabrique is this gorgeous one. This has like a beautiful watercolor design on it. It's got these little floaty cap sleeves, a shirred bodice. This is kind of everything I look for in a casual dress. Something that is effortless, that is hopefully comfortable with that shirred bodice. Long line, this is again on the longer side. I think I'm gonna really love this one. This one I got in a size medium, so my regular size. So let's try this one on and see if it's as good as all the rest of them. I think it will be. As suspected, this one is perfect too. I have no notes. This is just gorgeous. This is, again, pockets. This is just something I would wear every day with sandals, a basket bag. You can't go wrong with something like this in summer. It has all the high quality aspects of all of the other Fabrique pieces. It has the pocket, it is double lined, the skirt is lined, so there's no see-throughness at all. This is really comfortable here, but feels like quite supportive. You've got the nice little sleeve, which I just really do like. I think I prefer that to something that is sleeveless. And it feels like you could dress this up. You could definitely dress this up with heels and a clutch bag, but also with a basket bag and sandals. It is totally appropriate for every day. It's a really soft cotton fabric, fabric. The designer of this dress is called Caroline. I think she's quite young still, quite a young, fresh designer, but she's already caught the eyes of people like Tory Burch and has been featured in Vogue and Elle. So definitely an up and coming designer. And I think judging by this piece, she's going to go far because this is absolutely stunning. And last but not least, from Fabrique, I have a matching set, and then we'll get on to the final pieces from Nobody's Child. This is a matching skirt and top set in this beautiful white cotton. This is so versatile. I love to get a matching set in the summer because you can wear them together, you can wear them as separates, especially in something as kind of neutral and simple as this. It has some stunning lace details on it, but it is quite simple overall, just being white. The skirt is gorgeous. It's tiered, it's lined, has these cute little pom-pom trims on it. I feel like these skirts are everywhere at the moment. And I do have a few iterations of a white maxi skirt in my wardrobe. You saw I had the very plain one in the earlier outfit. This one has a little bit more of a boho vibe to it with the frill details on it. Let's try it on together and see what they look like. I don't really think you can go wrong with an all white outfit in summer. This is stunning as a set. It almost looks like a dress because it actually meets kind of the waistband of the top meets with the waistband of the skirt. The skirt has pockets, as all of them do. It is lined as well, so not see-through. It's a gorgeous cotton fabric. I really like the top because it's got these kind of 3/4 length bracelet sleeves, that term I learned recently that I love. Bracelet sleeves, so it feels nice and cool for summer, but again, it's a little bit more modest if you want something that covers you from the sun, protects you from the sun. It's got beautiful lace details all down at the top. This would look great with like any skirt, and even with a pair of trousers or jeans it would work as well. So I'm a big fan of this one. I really love it as a set. I think it's really versatile, more versatile I guess than just getting a white dress like this, because you can wear it as separates. And once again, this outfit also looks brilliant with the brown accessories, especially this gorgeous suede bag. I actually love the suede against this kind of outfit because it has that boho vibe to it. I feel like the suede pairs perfectly with that because it also has that slightly boho western look. So yeah, this is another favorite outfit. I have to say Fabrique have really excelled with this summer collection. All of the pieces are stunning. There are no duds. I love all of these additions to my wardrobe. I think my favorite is still the first dress, just because of how gorgeous that is. Oh, and also I do have discount codes for Fabrique. If you are going to place an order, make sure to use my discount codes. I will leave them all on screen. I have different codes if you're a new user or a returning user. Okay, finally, I want to get into this Nobody's Child parcel. I ordered this yesterday with next day delivery. I wanted to get a couple more tops to pair with my skirts. So this skirt in particular, also my Pink City print skirt, which I might put on in a second. So I ordered just a couple of tops because I do find that Nobody's Child kind of excels for just like simple, pretty summer tops. So firstly, I picked up this denim waistcoat with these really pretty scallop trims. I love a scallop trim, as you can tell. I really wanted just some tops, some basic kind of simple summer tops to pair with skirts, and I thought this would be really nice, a little bit different. I always go for white tops. As you can see, I have a couple of other white tops as well to show you, but I thought the denim was like still classic and neutral, but just a little bit of a change from a plain white. So yeah, I got this one. It's really pretty. First impressions, it feels really nice quality, and it's got the little tie back on the back so you can cinch it in. Have high hopes for this one. I got this in a size 12 and this wasn't too expensive. Something I like about Nobody's Child, it's just not too expensive. This was £69, but I got 20% off, so it was about £50. So let me try this one on with a skirt and see if we like it. I've just kept the white skirt on and put the waistcoat on, and I really like it. I really like the pairing actually with the lacy skirt and the denim. I think it definitely has that boho kind of western look. I just love this. I think this is a great summer basic staple item that you can pair with lots of different things. I probably wouldn't wear it with trousers just because that would feel a little bit too like tailored for me, but I do really like it with the flowy skirts, and I love the scallop detail around the trim. I think it makes it feel a little bit more feminine than some of the more tailored, like sharper waistcoats that we see. The only thing I find sometimes with Nobody's Child are the buttons. Let them down. The buttons can feel a little bit cheap on their denim items in particular. These are okay. They're not the worst. They're not the best. They're like silver buttons. they're okay, but they don't feel as nice as like the buttons on the And Other Stories jacket, for example, which are really beautiful. So that would be my only hesitation on keeping it. I really do like to pay attention to details like that because I do think they can make or break a piece and an outfit, but these are okay. I feel like they're acceptable, so I will probably keep this one. This is the final item. This is like a little milkmaid style top. I really thought this was quite adorable. I think it was part of a matching set similar to the set from Fabrique, but I just got the top because I have so many white skirts already, as you can see. And I thought this would be really nice, maybe for pairing with white skirts, but also for pairing with my more patterned skirts when I want something plainer on top. I really liked the details and I have high hopes because I find that Nobody's Child just fits me really well, especially like in the sleeves and the bust. So yeah, I was like, they're a go-to brand for me because I find them quite reliable when it comes to quality and fit. Final top, I've paired it with my Christy Dawn little green gingham skirt just to switch things up. I do really like this. I actually ordered this in 2 sizes and annoyingly, this is the smaller size and it's like a little bit tight on the bodice. You can see, I don't know if you can see, but the buttons are kind of pulling slightly and it just feels a little bit tight, but then the size up is way too loose. So I don't know. I do really like the shape. I love the little like puff sleeve. I think it's very cute, very pretty. Again, it would go with so much, like it would go with lots of my skirts, but it feels like I mean, the other one is just too big, and then this one I feel just like I'm having to breathe in a little bit, and I don't really want that. So I will probably return this, but it is adorable. It's really weird because the next size up is really loose and this is really tight. It almost feels like this is mislabeled because this feels a little bit tight for a 12, but I don't know. Anyway, this is it. It is very cute. Like, if you can fit into it, I think it's adorable, but I would just say that the sizing seems a little bit off on this one for whatever reason. And I just said that Nobody's Child was really reliable, and usually it is with sizing, but this one just feels, yeah, a little bit off for some reason. I don't know why. Anyway, that is the last item. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you liked. Let me know if you like any of these pieces, if you'll be checking any of these brands out, if you've added anything new to your wardrobe for summer. I would love to know. Don't forget that I will link all of the Fabrique pieces down below along with those discount codes if you would like to shop any of the items that I've shown today or just browse their summer collection. It is stunning. I would highly recommend just going and having a look, even if you don't plan on buying anything. And yeah, definitely utilize the discount codes if you do make a purchase. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.